Breaking news just into the WBAY newsroom. Oshkosh police are investigating an overnight shooting homicide. Here's what we know about this. Officers responded about 11:30 Tuesday night to the 1000 block of Wisconsin Street after a report of a body lying outside. Police arrived. They found a man who was shot and later pronounced dead. They have not released his name or age. Officials say with help from Fond du Lac police, a person of interest is in custody. Oshkosh police say they're continuing to investigate, but there is not an ongoing threat to the public, and they are not seeking additional suspects. As we learn any new information on this, we will first alert you. Emerson?
Tammy, thank you.